end of the day, that was a really close race, back and forth pretty much all day with Team Salem and Visceral Racing Group.
Yeah, well, Wayne, with all his years of experience, and myself as well, I just said to him, did you ever run an 8-hour race? Well, we were so close to the same car for so many hours during the course of the race, and it wasn't until the last 40 minutes or so that, I don't know, they had to make an unscheduled pit stop, but, you know, we figured it was going to go right down to the very last corner. And they had an advantage because they had a lot more torque coming off the corners. And I figured that we were probably looking at second place because we were good under braking and handling, but they had the acceleration and a little bit of top speed. But as it turned out, we were able to persevere. But, you know, you just like last race, you just can't make any mistakes.
Right.
Just can't afford any mistakes.
And it was interesting seeing you guys down there planning your pit stops when we were under full course yellow. The strategy that you guys all throw ideas out and bounce them off each other, like what if he does this, what if we do this, and that was really interesting from my point of view.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of different. Do you want to stick to the same strategy as your competitor? It's nice when you got two cars, right. Then you can split strategies if you're on the fence on which way to go. But this one worked out where there was a couple red flags that affected things early too. That affected the strategy. But with all the decades of experience the Donamakers have, they've pretty much seen it all. So we're able to at least not hurt ourselves. That's important.
Now the 943. Who were the drivers this weekend for that car?
Wayne Donamaker and myself. Our other car had a problem.
So Wayne, what was that like chasing them down? Swapping first and second back and forth.
Just like Joe said, I mean, they had a lot more on the straights than us coming out of the turn, but we've got some nice handling cars here. So Salen's ECS Porsche, it was fun. I mean, we were about 3 hours from the end of the race, and it was like it was the end of the race almost. So it was back and forth and door handle to door handle, but it was good.
So we're down here at Visceral Racing Group, second today on Saturday at Pittsburgh International Raceway. Ron, that was tough, man. It was back and forth. That's probably one of the most exciting races we've had in a long time.
Yeah, definitely. I was sitting in the pits after hour 6 or so going, this would be a great race if I was just sitting at home watching it on TV instead of living it and biting my nails on every single lap and the gapping the distance between the two cars, and they'd get ahead of us, we would get ahead of the Salen's car, and it was just back and forth. It was great until my window net fell off. It didn't get clicked in right, and so I had to come in real quick, and it was a safety item, and we had to come in. So at that point, then it was just a matter of maintaining second place and trying to stay out of everybody's way. There was a couple EC cars that were battling for position, and just trying to get out of their way and let them do their thing and just keep the car so we can make it to the podium.
Now, one of the things, I was down there for their last pit stop. They were worried about you coming in under yellow about 15 minutes or 20 minutes to go in the race. They thought that if you had pitted, that there was no way they could do that.
We were within 1 minute. If we were within 1 minute of pitting, but we couldn't, because then we would have been like 2 hours and 3 minutes, something like that. And we'll do 2 hours and then maybe one extra lap if we have to. But the 203, 204,
that's pushing it.
We would get penalized for that, and they would have got the win anyway. But I did notice though when I went out for that last stint though that Salen's was put brand new Yokohama AO. What are they? AO 50?
I don't know. AO sticky.
The AO sticky tires on there. So I'm not sure I could even keep up with them with those tires on there. These things had Hancocks on them from Mid-Ohio.
Right.
So they had all the hours from Mid-Ohio on them before we even started this race. So
yeah, they did say that you had so much more power, torque out of the corners and a higher top speed than their car. That's what was scary.
Yeah, we knew where we needed to slow them down to make it, to gap them. Every single one of these hills, it was easy. It was easy on every hill, and they get out turn us, and their braking is absolutely phenomenal because when you have really sticky tires, that helps.
Oh yeah.
they could outbrake us, they could out-corner us. But once we got to any of the uphill sections, it was all power, and then those boxers, those 2.5 liters, those early ones, have no mid-range, no mid-range, no torque. They're horrible. So we knew we had them there, and that's where every time the restarts would come up, we would usually get ahead of them because they just could not keep pull.
Yeah, we noticed that you pulled them a couple of times. You surprised them, basically.
Yeah.
It was what we thought, but yeah.
Yeah. They on the last restart, when I was right behind them, we came up, and I was flying on the restart, and because I had trailed back a little bit, and they just slowed down. They slowed down, and I came within inches of running into the back of them because they slowed down. And then as soon as they saw me slow down, they took off again.
Hey, that's part of racing,
That's part of
racecraft.
racing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't have it timed quite right because Jackie just pulled in, but the green flag had not come out yet, so I couldn't pass him. So I had to stay behind him. And
Bulldog Racing, third place here at Pittsburgh International Raceway. We haven't seen you guys out in a while, and last time you podium was here too, wasn't it?
Last time we were here a year ago, we were 5th place and blew the transmission. So we packed it up and drove home. Last race we were out was Nelson Ledges.
There you go.
And we broke the windshield wipers on day 1 during the rain.
Is he ever happy?
And then, no, I'm not. This is the plight of the team captain.
This is the plight of a car owner.
But this is third place at Pittsburgh against probably one of the best races we've had all year, man. That was.
This was a great race. This is the best finish for us. I have to thank my team, Sean, Chris, and Tommy, Bryce, and Sean's children running away from camera. And of course, my wife Megan back home for supporting all of this nonsense.
Yeah. Wait. Your wife supports this? What have we done wrong?
I got race cars.
Okay.
So we both spend our money like big kids.
Yeah, there you go.
But it was a great day, and thanks again, ChampCar, for putting this on and letting us have fun.
Where are you guys out of?
We're out of Maryland. So Chris and I both used to work for Mack Trucks.
Okay.
So that's where all the Bulldog stuff came from.
I live nearby.
Yeah.
Sean's now, and he's in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
And then we got support coming from Cincinnati and Detroit on occasion as well.
RVA Graphics and Wraps, the 111 finishing up here on the podium.
Yep.
Let me get over here so we can actually see you.
Yeah.
So you guys did quite well, even though Justin was on the team today.
Well, he was on the orange team. Not the
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Nah.
I'm kidding.
Actually, we ended up having to make an extra stop with the orange car, which put it a lap behind this one. The orange one probably would have been a lap ahead of this one had we not stopped again. But no, both cars mechanically ran great all day. This one got a little roughed up about half an hour into the race or so, give or take. But ran really well, and see what we can do tomorrow.
Cool. All right. Congratulations.
Thanks, Bill.
I don't know anything.
Haywood Racing, first time up on the podium, A-class winner today with your Miata. It's pretty awesome, man.
First time in Impound ever, so it's all new. So yeah, lead us through.
That's awesome.
Don't know what we're doing.
So what was that like out there racing today? Where you driving? Get over here, man.
It was terrific. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We have 2 cars. Obviously, one made it to the end here nicely, and it was just a great experience. Unbelievable. This is my son Tyler. Tyler finished it off.
All credit to him.
Yeah.
And our other half of the mechanic team, John, they built the car, they designed it. They put in so many hours. They've done. Here he is, John. Go over here.
Okay.
These two are the stars. They've done
all the work. And you just hung on at the end there.
Yeah, I just brought it home.
Did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
He did his job.
There's no Z in Mazda B-class winner today. You guys excited?
Yeah, but I mean, we want to go faster. You know, class trophies are nice, but we can't seem to get past the top 5.
You got one of those, like, I don't know, LS Eco Tech things in this thing? And
No, it's just a Mazda Miata engine from like 2016.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
It's got their little logo right
Like an OJ glove. Wait, did I say that? We might have to cut that out.
That's okay. No, you say nobody ever watches anyway.
Yeah, true. That's true. So, what was that like out there at the end, man? Was it hard pushing around all those cars racing around you and stuff, and you're trying to keep it out there, keep position?
No,
They're yelling and screaming at you. I'm going to interrupt you. Yelling and screaming at you to go faster, catch that guy in front of you.
We knew after that last caution we weren't going to catch anyone, so I was just sitting behind the overall leader, just kind of sitting there waiting for the end
relaxing,
of the race.
waiting for people to drop
Didn't
out.
stop us from yelling at him, though.
Yeah, it didn't stop
want
them
him to
from
go
yelling.
faster.
Yeah.
That would
Cool.
have involved overtaking the Porsche.
Yeah. Rhinoceros Racing, first place in D class, man. That was pretty awesome out there watching you guys go around this track with all those Porsches and Porsches.
And BMWs.
That's right. There was a few of them out there. So Mustang.
It held up.
Normally we don't normally see Fox bodies way up here. Just usually like Texas, you know. But here up in the Northeast, we don't see the Fox bodies too well. What'd you guys do?
He's the owner.
Oh, I mean, why did I do it?
No, not why. I mean, you actually did some good preparation on that car to finish up here.
Oh, yeah, it's been a battle. You know, the only reason I'm racing Fox bodies is because I always liked the way they looked and the way they sounded. I did spec Miata for years, and so I just bought this car because I liked it, and it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge, but basically the biggest improvement in the car is the rear suspension. You know, they put the torque arm on there and the painted bar, but then the second focus is reliability on the motor. So that's hard.
That's a 5-liter.
Yeah. It's hard to keep the crankshafts in them. I lost one this year already.
Yeah. Cool.
But, with a bang. Yeah, with a bang. Yeah, with a bang. Yeah, the driver was driving, so he ain't coming back. So, you don't like the noise.
So what's it gonna be like tomorrow in the rain? It'll be just as easy.
We'll be just fine.
There you go.
We're good in the rain.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, you saw the camera.
I had to go get my hat.
There you go. That was all conditions win today.
Oh, yeah.
It did everything but snow, but man, that was pretty good going there for you guys today.
It was. I mean, we had a lot of good luck on yellows. You know, Visceral had a good car, and so did RVA Graphics. So, you know, we were just very lucky today, really.
And yeah, I know you guys were kind of worried about fuel towards the end there, and it worked out for you.
And you know, I know we won here, and you think that was the most exciting part, but you know what I'm going to say next, right? That little Mazda back here. 10 years ago, we took it to Nilsson Ledges for 25 hours, 25 minutes. It finished 11th place out of 71 cars, and here it is 10 years later. It won B class and had 8th overall. So,
yeah.
And I think I'm more proud of that than I am winning. I mean, that is.
And that car is beat to heck.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, but it's awesome.
That's why we call it charcoal, right? Yeah. It looks like a piece of charcoal, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Right? So, yeah, it was a great race. Hey, you guys did a great job cleaning up all those wrecks. So, thank you to ChampCar and all the people around the track.
Who was driving the? Which one is this one?
This is Mustard.
243. Yeah. Or
this is Mustard.
Yeah.
Right?
Which who was driving the Mustard today?
I was driving it. Wayne drove it, and Joe Salen started it.
Okay.
So,
And then the charcoal car?
Charcoal was Joe Salen's son Joseph Salen, and my friend Jacob Grimm, who was one of the ones that helped me build it. He has a landscaping business. We built that car in his landscaping shed because we were running pro cars at the time. There was no room for that car at that shed. But it's been the miss that gets the car that you say, you're terrible, you stink, because the more you say that, the more it wants to do well.
Now, Joseph doesn't get to really run all that much. I think he does Watkins Glen, and he got invited to this one.
And same with Joseph. So, you know, they run like twice a year. So combined, I think they each have like 10 races in the series.
Wow.
But I think that's what's the true essence of Champ Car, right? That is exactly what we all love about this series. A car that can make it 10 years and still runs.
Yeah. All right, guys. Congratulations on the win today and yesterday.
Yeah, good weekend.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, the 411 RVA Graphics and Wraps, second place overall. Man, that was yeah, 411 got second, right? Yep. So the chasing down everybody, man. It was a pretty packed group up front.
Yeah, good competition. The car was really in the track there at the end, so we had some good laps. Everybody raced us clean today, so we had a good day.
Cool. The 411. This is the closest finish between the 411 and the 111.
Yeah. So yesterday was the first time we finished with 2 cars, and today was the second day. So this is really the first weekend we did that.
And you all work at RVA Graphics and Wraps, or at least the parent company?
Yep. We all work together. We work on these things during the week and bring them to these races and try to put on a good show.
Cool. All right. Congratulations, second place.
Thank you.
RVA Graphics and Wraps. And then the tool boy for RVA Graphics and Wraps.
Tool boy.
So, was that hard working with these guys? Were they pretty demanding?
No, they're pretty even keel, like you.
Yeah, well, you know.
You always know what you're going to get, you know, steady.
Yeah. I have the wing between me for a reason. All right, Justin. That was pretty good race this weekend for your crew.
Yeah, pretty good weekend. Everything still looks like it did when we got here mostly. So,
yeah.
That's a good time.
Cool. All right. Congrats, guys.
Oh, really? Wow.
All right, Ron from Visceral Racing, third place overall today here at Pittsburgh. It was started out really good. It was going to be somebody was going to win this race. It was either one of you guys, Salins, or RVA Graphics, and it was rough, man.
Yeah, it was. The beginning of the race actually went really well for us. We were almost a lap up on the Salins box in first place, and then we did a double stint, and then unfortunately we came up 5 minutes short on our fuel, which threw us completely off all of our pit windows, and from there on out it just went all downhill with the yellows. We kept missing every single yellow, and everyone else kept hitting them. So we're actually very, very happy. Third place is fantastic, especially with the weather and all the fast cars. The RVA Graphics cars were always super fast too, and they did a great job. So,
who were your drivers this weekend?
Me, Troy Trulio, and Max.
Max. What's Max's last name? Koff. All right, cool, guys. We're going to race that with us next.
We're going to Atlanta Motorsports Park, and then Barbara. That'll be our year, and then we'll start working on next year's 10, 12, 15 races that we'll do.
All right, man. Congrats. Third place here at a wet Pittsburgh. Blake's Garage, Miata, A-class winner.
Hey.
So, Miata, this is some pretty serious hardware here. Of course, the internet talks about, Miatas and how...
We just have a smile the whole time.
That's right. Now, how was that out in the rain?
Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. There's some seriously fast cars here, so yeah, it was a good time. We're just the little Miata that could, staying out there.
Did the rain really affect you at all, or the mist, I should say?
Yeah, it definitely was pretty slick, but this track is pretty good in the rain.
Yeah.
Not unpredictable.
And you guys have a lot of laps here too, right?
Yeah, this is our third year here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we all kind of know the track a little bit, but this I think is the first time it's like seriously been raining all day.
Yeah.
And
usually it was always in the morning. It was wet, and then right out
just a little damp or something. But no, this is the first time it was wet, and so.
Who were your drivers this weekend?
Yeah, Matt Robinson, Dusty Smith, and Joe Orlando.
Cool.
Yeah, all-star driver team here.
All right. Where are you guys going to race at next?
Next year, Ozark.
There you go.
That's Ozark is which layout we running, Bill?
There's only one, the full
one. Oh.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
We'll be there. We'll
give you the full Monty.
This is the last race for this chassis. We got a new chassis coming because this one's pretty bent.
So what are you going to do now? An ND?
No, that's too expensive.
All right, guys. Congratulations, A-class winner.
Appreciate it, Bill.
Rhinoceros Racing D-class winner Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Here at Pittsburgh International Race Complex, Plex or something to that effect. And let the Mustang does it again.
Yes, well, this time it ran the whole race. So we're very happy. New lift pump, a couple hose clamps around the muffler, and we're good to go.
Cool.
Didn't even take out a wrench to use on the car all day.
So just you guys just sat in the easy chairs and
yeah,
the lounge chairs.
Yep.
Yeah, the only work was done was in the car, so it was a good day. It really was.
So with that, what do they call those? Bystander, you know, the Mustang with its, what do you call it? Let me go back on this. I'll edit this out. The Mustang with its, you know, the history of not being the greatest handling car in all conditions, you know, especially on the internet and with young people driving it.
Yeah.
So how was it out there with the in the wet like it?
Well, I felt I was picking up places in the wet. I think the braking was tremendous. I could outbrake a lot of people, and with the I do have that track bar in the back, so I can't get on the gas and get big out of the corner. It was perfectly fine in the rain, perfectly fine. Just got to keep your head on your shoulders and go easy on the gas. That's all.
Cool. Who are the drivers this weekend?
Joe Senior Baruch, Joe Junior is on an airplane somewhere. He's gone, and I. You know, that was the three. Drew Appleton had to leave this morning, so he was here yesterday.
All right, guys. D-class winner, both days. Congratulations, Rhinoceros Racing.
Thank you for doing it, Bill.
Hey, thanks for racing with us, guys.
Yeah.